Yo, what's up guys? It's Stu. And last time you seen us, we got the engine back in. Just got a few rags over the top of the cams here. I'm going to get a rocker cover on before I can get all the wiring in, so I'm not fucking around leaving stuff on. So we're going to get on with putting the seals back in the rocker cover. I'm going to have to take my brake stopper off so I can move this out of the way so I can get my rocker cover on properly. I've got to clean the seals off and stuff because there's loads of fucking crap and oil, and so I'm going to clean all that up. And then hopefully I should have rocker cover back on. I've removed the seals for the spark plugs. You get these in this kit. This is just a BGA. There's the part number if you want to get one. They're just dirt cheap. I'm not putting a Honda one in or anything. It comes with the seal for the rocker cover, new washers. It's alright, I didn't expect them to come with that, and new seals for the spark plugs. So literally just sit in there, you knock them in, but I'm going to put a bit of grease on them and then stick them in. And that's it. That should take all of about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to put a bit of grease on the edge around here. I'm not going to saturate it in it. I'm literally just going to put a film just to help it slide in. So we greased up the seal. The actual dome side, this side, comes to the outside so that your actual spark plug thing goes around it. You just stick that in there. Bit of grease on it. It should just push in. We shouldn't have to fucking go crazy on them. And do the same with all the other three. You just push them right to the bottom of that lip there. Could use a socket or something to knock these down. Find a socket that'll fit. Slap bang in, you can push them down then. Square. So I'll give them a wipe before we actually put the thingy on. Just check that they're all seated down, which they all are. And now it's this seal here. So you just got to make sure that all inside here is nice and clean. And this only goes in one way by the looks of it, so that's our flat side there. And you've got little tabs where everything sits in. So this isn't actually a hard job to do. Anyone can do this if you just want to replace your seal, because 9 times out of 10 it's probably leaking. And there we are, because the seal I took off was flush with the actual metal, where this one's proud. See how proud it is there? The one that I took off was flush, it'd been crushed that much. I think I've got to do before we bloody do this is I've got to try and sand this off here. Perfect! Jokes. I'm going to use some 240 grit. Then just use 1200 grit. And then I've just got a bit of Scotch Brite. And that should smooth it all off. And then all I'm using, I'm not using brake cleaner or anything. I'm just using silicone spray because this won't damage any of the paint, the silicone spray. It'll just lift it off. If anything, it'll just leave a minging coating on it. But no. So that's my rocker cover ready. I think that should give me enough leeway to slide it back on. Where you need to put your sealant is on these cracks here, the front and the back one, and then where this bit joins there, if you can see, one there and one on the other side, right over that curve, at the bottom of the curve where it goes flat there. And we just need to lift this up. Slide that all over there. Yeah, try not to scratch all the hard work. There we are, rocker covers on. So there's the slot in there. So it's 7.2 foot-pounds, how tight you've got to get them. So there is the rocker cover on. Now it looks really clean and my engine looks really shit. Oh yeah, I've got a lovely mark on my sweet. So that's just sticking rocker cover on. So I was just showing you how to do something, just because now I'm going to fly through it. Pull this off. So my rocker cover, I do have a bit of overspray in there, but that should come off and go in the catch tank. I've got a 90-degree AN10 fitting. It's going to go right on here. My catch tank's going to go on the other side, like so. I'm not going to put that cover back on, that's all going to stay off. I'm going to run it down here. The catch tank's going to sit over here somewhere. Well, it's a 16mm pipe I'm going to try and get on that, and a 16 on that, even though that's about an 18, 19, because when I got a 19mm pipe, it was like a dick in a top hat. It didn't really sit on real well. So I've got breather pipes from the end of my cam cover, the middle of my cam cover, and this PC valve down here, PCV valve. This is going to use as my vac line for my dump valve. So I've bought some thingies for that, so but while we're running it with no turbo on, we're just going to block that off. And then that's it. The only other thing I'm going to do down here, if you can see, which I don't think you can, there's two water pipes that go into your throttle body, and it puts warm water in and probably warms the air going in. So I'm going to take this pipe off here. I'm going to take this pipe off there. I'm going to try and lighten this up. I'm going to spin this pipe round and put it straight into there, so it just literally bypasses and discard that one. Other than that, everything is just as you took it off. Remember where all your plugs go. I'm just going to throw everything back in. The gear linkages, I've got the Twiga bushes, so we'll leave them off, put everything else on, and then we'll get cracking. And then hopefully we should have everything back on nice and tight. The fucking, my air filter as well. When I pulled it off, I forgot it had a bloody, it had a bracket on it, so kind of destroyed my air filter. So I'm just going to stick something over that and just bond it on, because I don't need it. As soon as this is done, I don't need this pipe. So what I'll do, I'll just bond something on it for now, and then when I send everything to the welders, I'll get them to weld this up, and then I can sell that then. But I didn't realise I just ripped it off. So this is the EG radiator, and I use it on K-swaps. I got a 1.3 bar cap for it because it comes with a 1.9, so I put a 1.3 on because that's what a factory comes with. I'm going to try and sit it about there so I can still get all my pipes round. It's silicone hose, I'll probably have to get off there 90 and then a 1990. 90. This one, I might be able to twist and put it on. If I put the radiator here, it'll fit perfect. But I'm going to actually see as well where my, because if you see there, that's a bit shit. Where that is, where the radiator is going to sit. Because my intercooler is going to sit right up front there. It's fucking huge. So with that fucking stupid thing as well, what we've got to do with this, taking this off because it's the opposite way. Stupid. So when this goes through there, when it tightens up, if I put that all the way in, like so, I can't get the lid back on. So what I've got to do now, I'm going to put some bond on it, I'm going to stick it through to there, and then just let the bond go off for a couple of days, and then that shouldn't move then. I think that's 8mm pipe, that. So, all the wiring's in. There's just a few bits that haven't been put in. I don't know if you could see when I was doing this. The radiator, I'm going to sock it in there. So I'm going to have to stick the radiator there. So I'm going to have to chop this out, and it's going to be in the way of my catch, so I'm going to have to get some bonnet pins, which I did have some, but they're going on MG. So I'm going to have to order some more. Because I need the radiator there so I can get a 3-inch pipe through there, through this gap here. And then I need this brace cutting out, that's broke anyway. I need that cutting out because I need a 3-inch pipe that will come down from the turbo here, across there and around there. But this is going to be my problem with the piping. So I'm lucky because my turbo pipe my inlet is all on this side. My inlet and my outlet are on this side and my exhaust on the other side. I would have preferred it the other way around, but then I would have struggled getting pipes from here over the top. And then I've seen a guy who I know who's got a 3-inch pipe going right over the top. He's had to cut all this out and then bits of the bonnet. But I want to try and keep it as factory looking when the bonnet's down, so that it's kind of like a sleeper sort of thing. Oh, this is all my aircon wiring apart from this and my bonnet. So I think the catch has a switch on it. I'm pretty sure it does, but that's all my aircon wiring. I think that's my bonnet catch. I'll have to double check. If that is my bonnet catch, I'll just link it over. That's near bother. That's my intake air temperature. So I've got a Boss that will go on my new pipe up there. It'll probably sit around there. So that's that. And that's my fan. So I might have to extend this. And I need to marry that fan onto the back of that. So I'm going to try and get the bumper on, because that fan's fecking huge. I should have got a slimline really. But I might use the aircon fan because it's a bit smaller, but it's not as many blades, so I don't know. I'll sort that out anyway. I might just buy a slimline fan that will fit on the back of the measure that and just order a slimline fan for it. So that's where I'm at. So tomorrow I'm going to do a few hours. I'm going to get a manifold on tomorrow, stick all my brakes on. Put my bung in, my thingy bung, and then fill it with oil. Torque my crank pulley up because it's just down there. I didn't bother torquing it up while it were off the engine because we were pissing about moving it all. So that is everything, I think, for the time being, for today anyway. I might have some coilovers by the end of this week, but they're all the way in Scotland, so I need to try and figure out how to get them, because he's been a bit of an ass with the postage, the guy. But if I miss out on them, I'm not bothered. So there we are, everything's in. I'm going to tighten all this up. All my pipes should be coming this week for this. I got, like I said, 16mm piping. These I'm going to take out and feck off. I'm not going to have a cover over that because I'm going to be new fuel rail. When I put my fuel rail in, I'm going to have to strip all this plastic off, resoldering all my original ones. What I was going to do was chop them and plug them all, but I don't think I'm ever going to put this back to standard. If I sell it, I'll be taking the engine out anyway and using it in something else, I think, if it's a good engine. And that's it. I just need to tighten that PCV valve. Well, I need to knock the middle out of that. Yeah, so that's it. So like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, and we'll see you in a bit.